What if everything that you have been taught about your own identity is actually a lie? And let me explain you this. We have been taught since a young age that people cannot change, that if you are born in a certain way, you will die in a certain way. You have been taught that your worth and your value is determined by whatever you achieved in the outside of yourself. The job that you have, the career that you have, if you're married or not, the kids that you have or not have. This is what determines how successful you are. If you change your mind, there is something fake in you. If you change something about yourself, there is something wrong with you. All of this doesn't sound familiar to you? What if all these things are just bullshit? What if all those things that have been told to you are taking you to your frustration, exhaustion? Let me explain this. I don't know your age, and I don't know what you're doing in your life right now, but I'm pretty sure that you are so focused, or you have been so focused on your outside world. Whatever you're trying to achieve on the outside, I want you to pay attention to it, because this is just a way to feel worthy and to prove yourself that you are successful, that you are worthy of something. Proving to your parents, your family, your friends, societies, so you can finally perceived and appeared as successful. So you can finally, your parents are, my daughter is married, she has kids, she has a great job position, right? She is successful. How about my daughter is exhausted? How about my daughter is unfulfilled, unsatisfied? How about my daughter feels empty every single day? How about my daughter abandoned herself during the process? How about my daughter doesn't even know who she is? How about that? How about my daughter is constantly unhappy? How about that? Nobody ever think about this, because the only focus is how much are you achieving? Did you buy a house? How much money are you earning? Do you have a great job position? Are you married? Do you have any kids? All of these things are keeping you stuck, unfulfilled, frustrated. In fact, the most successful people who seems to have it all, they are dying inside. They feel empty. They feel that no matter how much they achieve on the outside, they still feel like something is missing. Why is that? Because you're trying to chase a life that is not you. You're trying to chase beliefs that are not in alignment with who you truly are. You're trying to build a life that you don't give a shit about, just for the sake of proving that you're worthy, being validated for the people that surrounding you, so you can appear in a certain way. But what if I told you that whatever you are achieving on the outside has nothing to do with who you truly are? I don't care how much money you make. I don't care what business are you starting. Who you are. What are your core values? What is your integrity? Who you are as human being. Because let me tell you this, when you stop focusing solely on the outside and you start focusing on the inside, on who you truly are, growing, expanding, becoming the best version of yourself, there is where your outside world will change. Well, it will change on your terms. It will make you happy. It will make you satisfied, fulfilled. But here is the price to pay for this. Because while are you trying to focus on yourself and becoming who you always wanted to really become, your outside world doesn't change yet. Your outside world is still the same shit. And so you are perceived as the one who doesn't know what the heck she's doing or is doing, the one who is failing, the one who is behind in life. But let me tell you this, because sooner or later, who you are becoming behind the scenes will shock people. The life that you are creating behind the scenes, where and when everything cannot see it, will shock people. We live in a world where what you are achieving is more important than who you are being, when in reality, who you are being dictate what you achieve in your outside world. It's not the way around. It's not, I achieved that, so now I am. Nope. It's who I am. So then what can I create with who I have become truly? Your exhaustion and frustration, your unhealthy body and mind, your unhealthy lifestyle, your unhealthy relationships, romantic, friendship, whatever they are, they only come from this, from a false concept of identity. I've been taught that people cannot change. In fact, for a certain period of my life, that's what I thought. But that thought didn't come from me. It came from what my parents was constantly saying. It came from societies. It came from everything outside myself. That's what I was telling. People cannot change. Well, that thing didn't come from me, my friend. Because when I start focusing on myself, when I started to see myself completely changed in a way that I didn't even thought possible, everything changed in my life. That belief was just a bullshit. Because it's not that people cannot change. Number one, people change every single time. Change is the only constant in this life. Change is the reason why you're here. The human being is programmed to change all the time, to evolve, to growth, to expand, to getting out of their comfort zone, to do things they've never done before. That's how your soul grows. That's how your soul is urging you to live with. Changing your mind about things is not fake, it's not a bad sign. It's actually a great sign of intelligence, of growth. Questioning, changing your mind is a great sign that you're fucking evolving. If you have in your life someone who doesn't change his mind about things, I dare you to start questioning. If you have someone in your life that he doesn't doubt himself or herself, I dare you to start questioning. One more thing that we have been taught is you are your thoughts. And this is such a huge topic because you're not your thoughts. Your thought process is a natural automatic process that your mind does. You are not your mind. The majority of thoughts that are in your mind don't come from you. It's not you thinking that thoughts. It's just a process. It's your mind just rumbling. You have the ability, totally control of your thoughts and your mind. You have the totally control of rejecting every thought that you have in your mind and start believing in something else. Whatever you are thinking, that you're not worthy, that this is impossible, who I think I am, I was born just to settle, just to survive, all these shitty thoughts that you have, this is not you having the thoughts. And you can change things at any time. I dare you every single day to start questioning, start changing your mind about things, start growing, change your identity at any times. Actually, anytime that you take a leap in your life, doesn't matter what it is, anytime you need to step outside your comfort zone, anytime you have to achieve something greater than where you are right now, anytime that you have to make a big change, it requires you a new identity. That's what people don't understand. You change your identity all the time, and you must. Because every time that you're leveling up, it requires you, a new identity. Meaning that a part of you, who you were before that step that you are taking, must die. So the new you can finally take the step. So as you see, changing who you are is not fake news. It's actually a constant in your life. And people who keep being static, because you see, external success, it is perceived as is evolving, is changing. Is this evolving, is changing on the outside has nothing to do with who you really are. So I don't care how much money you're making. I don't care how many business you have. I don't care what you are achieving. I don't care if you're married. I don't care if you have kids. I don't care if you bought the house. Who the fuck you are as a person. Are you acting with integrity? Yeah. That's what it is all about. When you start to be the version of you that you always wanted to become, the version of you who you are meant to become, the outside world just reshape by aligning you with the frequency of who you truly are. And it's not the way around. So I dare you to start focusing more on who you are from within. I dare you to change all the time until you find who you truly are. And even there, you will keep evolving until you die. There is not such a thing of, I arrived. Now I'm fine. There is not such a thing of being static. And I want to tell you one more thing. Because if you have in your life people that don't support your change, that don't allow you to change, that are keeping you small, in a box, they are constantly telling you who you think you are. Yesterday you were thinking this, now what happened? If you don't have in your life people that challenge themselves constantly to become the best version of themselves, if you don't have people around you that believe and see who you truly are before you seeing yourself, if you have people that they constantly think they are the best and they see you as all of those things, if you have these people around you, it's time to start questioning your entire world. Because the people that are around you right now are just a mirror, a reflection of who you are being. So I want you to rethink about all of this. I want you to get honest with yourself, to reconnect with your heart, reconnect with who you truly are. Remember who you truly are by starting to shedding off everything that you are not, everything that you thought you had to be, that you are not. You see, it's only when you start reconnecting with that part of you that you have abandoned, with the part of you that you have suppressed, that you start remembering who you truly are, why you're here, what you're meant to do, and finally aligning your life with what you truly want, and stop pleasing people. Stop thinking that your worth is tied to anything that you achieve outside yourself. Stop proving and chase for and wait for validation before doing things or after you do the things. Because all of these things, guys, are destroying you inside first and at the same time, your life. Now, I created a free identity reset. There is a video myself explaining in a little bit more depth about identity. And then there are some seven guided questions, specific questions, where you can go deeper inside yourself and answer to these questions. And if you spend half an hour with yourself alone, something good will come out from this. You can get it for free. I will leave in the description below. I truly hope this video was helpful, and see you as always in the next one. Bye.